Hello and welcome to Dare Mist. This is Dare Mist Mondays.
Yo!
Hope you've had a great week. I'm Ali.
I'm Craig.
And this week we thought it'd be interesting to talk about how we would retrain as a musician.
So recently, Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of Exchequer, publicly said that musicians might have to retrain, but it's been all the rage on the old social media, hasn't it?
Cinemas are allowed to reopen and you see people crammed into planes, and yet these theatres are empty. It's pretty soul destroying. And let's not get political.
Yeah, let's not get political.
Let's not get political.
No, let's just have a bit of fun with it. We thought we'd maybe talk about some things we could maybe do if Dare Mist were a full-time band, what we would retrain as.
It really is crazy in today's world that creative work and people that work in creative industries, it's not really considered to be a real job. That's something that's got to change. If you were a musician and you had to retrain, what would you do? Let us know in the comments below.
What about this, Ali? If you were a musician and you had to retrain, what would you do?
You try to say I'm not a musician?
You're not full-time. You're not a pro anymore, man.
Not at the moment. I was pretty rubbish at school. I got an A in art, I got an A in craft and design, but I had to work really, really hard to get like a B in English and a C in maths. Yeah, I actually went to uni to do primary school teaching when I left high school, but I very quickly got out of that. And I really enjoyed the practical side of it, but the exams, the written work, it wasn't something that came naturally to me, and I really struggled with it. And I was always a bit of a dreamer, so it wasn't a surprise that I would end up dreaming. Dreamer,
you may say you're a dreamer.
But I'm not the only one. And so it wasn't a surprise that I would go off and join a band and then start the work that I do now with Erskine Music and Media Studio and Erskine Arts.
Not totally unrelated though. So obviously what you'd done was going in the right direction. I was okay at school. I always enjoyed things like maths and like technical drawing, nerdy subjects.
NERD.
Yeah. I didn't really commit myself, especially in my last year at school. I just wasn't interested, to be honest. And I found the whole school experience quite demoralising, to be honest. A lot of the things that I hated in school, I now really enjoy, like PE. I hated PE. I used to forget my kit, stuff like that. We've all done it. But
my mum's wrote me a letter.
yeah, in my writing. Now I'm a bit of a fitness health freak, so
yeah,
I hated English, and I'm constantly reading books. I read a book in a couple of days there. I was quite lucky. I managed to get a modern apprenticeship, much from the encouragement of my parents. I thank them for that, because it was a wise decision. I might not be following my musical dreams now, but you never know. I'm holding out for it. If you had to do a dream job, Ali, what would it be?
Right, so if it wasn't in the creative industries, I would probably want to do something like camper van conversions.
Ooh.
Early Weary, camper van conversions.
Would you vlog it?
Oh yes, I would vlog it to the heavens.
Ooh. Oh, that could be incredible. I actually want you to do that now.
It's not as easy as it looks. You would need to have your own premises, and to do it properly. Go on, shoot!
Stop multitasking, you.
Adhere to all the health and safety standards, and you've got to re-register the van as a camper van, and
there's always paperwork, isn't there?
But I would really, really enjoy it. Working away, listening to tunes.
I think I'd quite like to be like a yoga teacher or something like that.
Ooh. Namaste.
Teaching people how to be happy, strong and healthy. Who wouldn't want to do that? Especially now in the current situation.
I can imagine you doing that.
Yeah.
In your lycra, your long hair.
Lycra. I just find it so interesting because there's a lot of scientific research going into it now, and they're finding out.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're finding out a lot of things that have been thought for a long time but never scientifically confirmed, like being able to control your immune system through breathing exercises. I mean, things like that, I find that really interesting, and I think...
What if you had to pick a university degree?
I think I would probably go into some sort of design. I'm pretty OCD about the design of things. I know you are as well, actually. Guitars, clothes, cars, whatever it is.
product design?
Yeah, product design.
Right. Yeah.
I think it could be useful. Who knows what's going to be designed in the next 10 years that could totally change your life.
Like fidget spinners.
Yeah, yeah. The totally non-life-changing gimmicky design.
It'll make you a fortune. I've always been intrigued with archaeology, so I think I would want to study that. When I was a wee kid growing up watching Indiana Jones and Lost Civilizations.
Oh man, right up my street. Love it.
Whether they were even human or not, how they created the buildings that they did. I find it really hard to believe that people in that era could bore such precise lines and holes in granite and hard stone. I just find it really, really fascinating, unearthing something that nobody has seen for hundreds or maybe even thousands or even hundreds of thousands of years. And I'd have a hat as well, you know, and the whip,
Things you've found from all your various temples.
selling them off to the museum.
Yeah, at the barras. Ark of the Covenant, get your Ark of the Covenant.
That's a really nice piece, Ali. Aye, I'm sure we'll pay top dollar for that. If you had to go to the job centre tomorrow, what would be the sort of thing that you would?
Right, I've actually thought about this one. People talk about this quite a lot. Like, if you lost your job tomorrow, what would you do? I always look at guys that are doing the cycling deliveries, Just Eat,
like Deliveroo.
Uber Eats. I always see these guys and I just think,
I think you would thrive off of that.
my hat goes off to the guys that do that full time, because it's not a very highly valued job in terms of how much money you get for the amount of work that you actually have to put in. Yeah, I think that could be a great job.
Like an Uber driver, but without the comfort of sitting in a nice, cosy, warm car.
Well, there's quite a few YouTube channels that are on. Like a lot of them, I mean, they make it look like fun. Of course they do.
That's probably because they were videographers before they had to do the delivery things.
Yeah, actually full-time filmmakers.
What did you used to do before delivering pizzas?
Yeah. I'm James Cameron. That is potentially what Rishi Sunak's trying to say, isn't it?
Maybe we should get the politicians and the bankers to retrain.
Yeah, maybe Boris could do delivery driving. What would you do, Ali, if you had to go to the job centre?
I think this is a no-brainer. I think I would, very similar. I think I'd need to be a delivery driver because I've already got the man with van driving skills down to a fine art.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And the street that I live in has got a gazillion vehicles.
That's every street now, man.
Various places.
It's a bit of a spectator sport in my street with all the tenements. It's quite impressive sometimes.
I can imagine. There must be plenty of eyes on you when you're trying to park your car.
Yeah. You don't know if you're going to end up in a viral YouTube video when you're parking your car. It's brilliant. Occasionally you just hear a big thud and your first thought is that my car? And then you look out and it's just the bin men or something.
The more narrow and the more dangerous the road becomes, the faster I get in the van. But
I always find it impressive when we're in your van and you're in somewhere, you just put the hazards on, you're like, I'm hitting this pavement. We're going on the pavement, guys.
But I was on the Scottish event technicians and crew page, which I'm a member of. A guy called David Gorey put up some cracking band names. So it was so now that bands have to retrain, they're obviously going to need new names for their bands to fit their businesses.
Hit me, want to hear them.
Electrician Light Orchestra.
So that's pretty weak. Come on, there's better ones than
Alright,
that.
okay. Florist and the Machine.
We're getting warmer.
Chef Beck. His top recommendation, I think, was the Bay City rollerblind fitters.
Do you know they could have called that the Bay City Rollers and Blinds? Or,
Bay City Roller and Blinds!
Yeah, roller blinds
and
and
shutters!
Yeah. You sent me some of them through. My personal favourite was Notorious B.I.G. issue seller.
That was a good one.
Oh, man.
Who was it that said that? Ross McIntosh.
Oh,
Whoever you are, Ross. Well done.
Your patter's brilliant, mate.
And Ross also came up with Ironing Maiden, which I thought was very good.
I quite like the Hearth, Wind and Fireplaces.
Stevie West. Well done, Stevie West. And David Gorey, the author of The Post. This was quite a good one as well. Dino Rod Stewart.
Oh man. I'm still trying to think if I dare missed one. Like Dare Mist window wipes. If anyone out there thinks of a good thing we could retrain as, just let us know in the comments.
So if you can find a contracting name for Dare Mist,
yeah,
because I can't think of it.
Hit us up, because you never know, we might need to give up our...
Might need to branch out.
Yeah. I'd thought of one, I don't even know if it's that funny anymore, but ZZ Top mattresses, catching some Z's, you know.
Oh dear. ZZ Top mattresses. That is quite good. Well done.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made it this far, remember to like, subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks a lot for watching.
We've been Dare Mist and you've been watching Dare Mist Mondays.
Woohoo!
And we'll see you next week.
See ya!
Bye! And cut!